First of all, this is what all parents do. So you know, okay? This question is very important for everybody about our mothers and our fathers. Many people have problems with their parents. They are looking in the wrong direction. The problem is not with our parents anymore. I hope I make it clear. The problem is not what our parents did to us. The problem is what are we doing with what they did to us. See the difference?
Yes.
This is where you need to be busy about. Not to go and fix with him the problem. Not to go to speak to him. Not to go to him and tell him you're pushing my button. You need to remove the button. You need to work on you. What dynamic you carry inside of you that affected by him, because what our parents did to us, we do it to everybody else. Because we carry reaction. If I solve this reaction, our parents will change by themselves, because when I see them, I will not provoke them anymore to provoke me again. You see, the biggest mistake people do, they think they can go and speak to their parents again. If they go and speak to their parents, the parents will traumatize them again, because the parents will never admit what they did before, because if they admit it, they go to prison in their mind, because they feel guilty and they know what they've done to us. The last thing you need to do is to go to your parents and tell them, you did this to me, I want to have peace with you. They will not cooperate, because if they cooperate, they will show you and they will admit to you they have done something to you. And if they deny it, they will traumatize you again. You better work on you and see what reaction you have about them. And the reaction you have about them is the protection you have and you use against everybody else. Again, going back to the first question you asked me. If you are with them and you're okay, they will change. Because when you see your father, you want him to be something else. He feels that from you.
We don't feel safe in their presence?
Of course, and he knows. You see?
But they feel safe in our presence?
They feel that you are not happy with him. And then he protects himself as well from you. Are you responsible for them? Let me go a little further. I'm just wondering, if I have a situation difficult with my parents and I was traumatized by them, I start to take responsibility to make people feel better. Now we're trying to make them feel better, which you cannot. Our job is not to fix our parents. It's the last thing we need to do. Actually, if we're trying to fix our parents, we're reinforcing the problem that happened to us in the first place when they could not do anything for us. Now we reverse everything, want to do it for them. We're doubling the problem for ourselves. It's not your duty, but the pattern that's coming through when we talk, you are taking responsibility for other people, because one of the biggest defenses is to be strong for others. This can work very well in business, in achieving things. But when it comes to human contact and human connection, you cannot do it.
Our parents love us, right?
Absolutely. But they didn't love us the way we wanted. We feel unsafe in this world because they did not look at us all the time. But they couldn't, because nobody looked at them. This is what you're asking me. In the moment when you were growing and developing as a human being, they did not look at you enough. They were busy doing something else, fighting each other, fighting somebody else, having affair, busy, traveling, something. They could not give us what we want to be safe in this world. This now what I told you is the basis of every other question you ask me. Jealousy, money, everything. This is it. Can you see? We are so connected. Don't think that we're talking just like this. Between us, there's a lot of... I said this many times. Within 2-3 years from now, they will show that when two people talk to each other, they will actually physically show things moving from our brain coming back to each other like that, even in colors. So in the presence of your father, if you try to be a saint, you are not. He will know that you're the devil. He will see it in you, and he will protect himself by denying and getting upset because he knows that you are not happy with him. There is no such a thing as unhappy family or unhappy relationship. There are unhappy people use the relationship to be unhappy. If you're in the presence of your father and feel good about you and about him, he will change. But you go in there unconsciously, there is a revenge. We want them to correct what they did to us. They will never correct it. There is no need to speak to them anymore. Because the problem is not with them anymore. The problem is what we carry in us because of what they did to us. Can you see the difference? There are two different things. People live in a dream world. They keep thinking, my parents will change one day. Or I'm going to tell them what they did to me, thinking this will fix it. It will traumatize them even more. So what are you doing inside of you? How you protect yourself from people because of what your father did to you? I'm talking generally, not personally to you. What am I doing? So what am I doing is, if my mother hurt me, I'm unsafe, I'm careful, I'm angry, I am even violent. And when I have this in my consciousness, when I meet my parents, it is there. And this interact with their own violence also. So we activate each other, and this is what you call it a button.